Folks, we're at We Day, I wanted to say Seattle, but we're at Tacoma actually, which is an hour outside of Seattle. And we have a special guest today, which I'm so excited about. Oh, can you see him? In that lens, I couldn't tell.
Hey.
Guys, you probably know him from Stranger Things. You
right.
also might know him if you saw him on Broadway in Les Mis or Priscilla,
right.
Queen of the Desert.
That's right. You know all.
I do.
You know all the little details.
I don't want to seem like I'm obsessed, but like
No,
I'm
awesome.
really enamored with
That's
you.
great. Thank you.
Yeah.
very much.
So Gaten Matarazzo. Did I say that right?
You did.
Yes.
Perfectly.
Okay.
Wow. This is great.
I
This is
really
amazing.
practiced. We're gonna play a game.
Yay.
We're gonna play Go Fish, which we've never played before on our channel. So we'll turn the fish on. Whoever gets a fish first, then I'm gonna ask a question.
Okay. Yeah. We catch fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Ah, that's so cool. Yeah.
Oh, almost. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. This it's
come
actually
on.
way harder than it looks.
I just got
Okay. Perfect. So we'll do two questions. Okay, so I want to know first of all.
Okay.
So you did Darren Chris's computer games video where you lip synced.
Yes.
Like you were so good. How long did it take you to learn that song? And did you find it
took a couple
difficult?
days.
Yeah.
Well, the thing what's easy about it is that when you're filming the music video, they only do like certain little bits of the song at a time.
Yeah.
While you're filming, so you just gotta memorize like one paragraph
One
of the
chunk.
song.
Okay.
That one little chunk, and you just gotta do it over and over again.
Okay.
So that wasn't too hard, but I did listen to the song for like a week beforehand, just because I loved it.
Yeah.
Not even because I needed to, but I would have anyway. It's awesome. And I listened to their whole EP that they had out.
It's so good, right?
It's so good.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so good.
The first time I ever met him, we went to a piano bar and just sang show tunes all night.
The one that he just opened in LA?
Well, we went to that one too. So we went to one in Minnesota, and then a few years later, he opened up Tramp Stamp Grannies, which is in LA.
Mm-hmm. Friend of mine works there.
It's so. Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
I want
know
to
you're
go.
not old
I
enough
can't
yet,
go
but
yet,
like,
but
yeah, it's
once
super
I'm
fun.
21, I'm totally going.
Yeah.
It sounds so much fun.
Yeah, and he's a hoot, as you know.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
he's great.
He's
Awesome
the best.
guy. Really great guy.
So I also want to. I know we can't talk about anything Stranger Things, but
a little bit about Stranger Things.
Well, here's what I want to know.
Okay.
Because I love the show and I love scary stuff, but like. And you're obviously an incredible actor, but do you ever get like legit scared? Like when I watch them, like, is that really scary?
There's this one time. It was season 1. It was the only time I got scared. It was deliberately meant to scare us, though.
Okay. Did you know it was gonna happen?
No, exactly.
Can you tell us what it was?
Absolutely. So we were filming the last scene. Well, it wasn't the last scene we filmed. It was probably about like a good 2/3 of the way into filming.
Yeah.
We were filming the scene where I carry 11 into the classroom and put her on the table.
Yeah.
And she finally disappears at the end of the show and everything. Spoilers. Right, I figured.
It's season 1. If you haven't seen it by now.
Yeah. But as we put her down on the table and as we start talking to her, there's supposed to be a scream from the Demogorgon from down the hall.
Right.
And there's a little cupboard behind us, and they put this epic speaker in that cupboard and just blared the raptor scream from Jurassic Park just as loud as possible. And it would have worked because all the guys reacted naturally, but Millie, who's supposed to be half dead, shoots up off the table and then goes, "Ah!" and just runs out the door.
She made a run for it.
She made a run for it. She ran out the door down the hall. And we were like, no, it would have been great. It was so funny, though. It was one of the best memories.
That's amazing.
It was great.
I would have peed a little.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah. Oh, my God. That's so funny.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Alrighty.
Round 2.
What is that one?
Oh, perfect.
You got one. I'll put mine back.
Okay.
You got it first. No, I can't.
One of the things that I really wanted to ask you and that I admire about you so much is obviously I have a physical disability as well, and I was born with legs but had a genetic disease that caused the muscles not to work. So they took them off so I could get around better.
Okay.
And so I use sort of my platform to bring awareness about folks with disabilities and some of the challenges that we face. And I know this is something that you're passionate about too.
Definitely.
Can you just tell us a little bit about CCD and what it is? And
so cleidocranial dysplasia, or we say CCD, it's way easier.
Mm-hmm.
It's a genetic condition that causes delayed growth in the bones and sometimes loss of growth in the bones. So most people who have it, including myself, don't have collarbones. And there's a lot of deficiencies with the skull primarily, and that also includes the jaw. And so a lot of people with the condition, including myself, have issues with their teeth growing in. Mine don't grow in on their own pretty much, so it all has to be done manually, which can be pretty hard, but it'll take a little while, but it's just going to be a delayed process. Most people who have it are pretty short. I'm actually one of the tallest people that I know with the condition.
Wow, really?
My doctor just told me I'm done growing.
Okay.
My doctor just told me I'm done growing, which is, I'm not too disappointed because I passed what the doctor told me I was going to be when I was younger.
Oh, which was what?
Good. 5'3".
Okay, and what
5'5".
Oh, you're 5'5".
I did it. But a lot of
We made it.
Like the average for guys with the condition is 5'2", and the average for girls is like 4'9".
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. But
well, I'm
also,
2'7", if that's helpful.
Yeah. So it's easy to manage, but the thing about the treatments is that they can be very expensive, and that's why with CCD Smiles we're raising money, because the whole insurance thing, it's so complicated, but a lot of times it won't cover certain surgeries, and it's very hard for certain families to do.
Is it because it's like considered cosmetic or something?
Actually, yeah. So they keep going back and forth, dental, medical. We're all trying to enforce that it's medical.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be harder than it looks, but a lot of times they'll just compromise and make it cosmetic, and there's not great insurance for cosmetic surgeries. So, yeah, which is ridiculous, but so it's hard for people to pay for those, but that's why we have the organization.
Right, and your merch is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, it's awesome. If you haven't checked out his Instagram, because he's always posting stuff about the merch, and it's super cool.
It's pretty cool. We got a new one. It's got like skull, like it's like a skull with like the paddles, it's the crossbow.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Yeah,
that's the one I just saw.
Yeah, that one's cool.
Yeah, it's so good. I love that one.
Thank you.
So, is this working in the industry that you do? Obviously, like physical appearance is a thing. Has this affected like roles that you've gone after?
Yes, actually. I hadn't gotten a part for a good 2 years when I first started acting, which is it's normal for people to like get rejected a lot their first time around, but I was going for auditions 3 times a week, and it was nothing. And it was all the same excuse. I was too short, the teeth, the lisp, all that.
Oh, they would say that directly?
Well, I mean, they give you a reason. Like, they're just like, a lot of times they would show interest, but they... which was great, but they didn't want to. They didn't want that specific look, which is annoying. But the parts that I did get, I got because of the condition, which helped me out a lot. And I think there's a reason for that. I think there's a reason for everything. So I'm just glad that it's finally picked up, and I have a platform that I can finally talk about the condition with.
And I think that's one of my favorite pieces about you too, is that that like you're an incredible actor, but like the fact that there's a cause and that there's something behind the scenes of like, this is what I went through, and I think that's where people can identify with that in particular. Me listening to you, it was the same. I grew up doing theater too.
Oh, great.
And
That's
like
awesome.
I went to go to like be in the best choir at our high school, and our director was like, listen, you have the talent, but there's a lot of dancing. And so, like, I couldn't be in that specific choir. Yeah. So it was just nice, I think, for listening to your story. It was like, oh, it's nice to know that even though I'm 38, like, I'm definitely way older than you, I was like, okay, I'm not alone. There's other people that experience this type of stuff.
I'm glad.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm glad.
We got really intense. All right, let's do one more round.
I want to do one.
Yeah.
Why did it close?
Tricked you. Come on. Okay. There we go.
Do you get one of each color? No, you didn't get an orange.
No, okay, let's get an orange. Boom.
Okay, you got one.
Perfect.
You did.
Was that like almost the whole
orange
thing?
out.
No.
One of every.
Yeah, we do. We should let's
You do get one of every.
They're so cute.
We did. They are cute. I want one.
Little mouse. So where did all of this, like your passion for theater come from? Like,
I still am figuring that out.
Yeah.
It was mainly my sister. She started acting. I don't know why she started. Why did she start?
She started singing in church.
Yeah.
And then there was a community theater production of Annie happening.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So it was we all sang when we were younger, a lot.
mm-hmm.
And yeah, it just kind of happened with my sister, and I was like, I'm gonna be just like my big sister.
Cute.
Yeah.
That's cute.
And so I just started there, and it just happened, I guess, and it's really kind of unplanned, but I'm thankful for it. I'm grateful, and I love what I'm doing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So do you have a preference when you look at like it sounds like sort of theater was your like in the beginning, and then
theater.
now
well,
television?
Not really. I think it's definitely still theater.
Is it?
It just kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It was kind of crazy, but it's exciting. I mean, I'd done theater all before that, so I remember talking to one of my dad's friends who came to see me in Priscilla, and he asked me, he said, do you ever think you want to do TV? And I said, no, we have to get it right the first time here. and I was like so cocky, and I was like film. I'm a theater actor all the way.
There's nothing like the live performance.
There's nothing like it. I was literally like that. I was literally like a 50-year-old drama teacher from at high school, like as a 7-year-old kid. Like that was me. Then it was crazy, but I'm still that way. But the thing that's great about being in film is that you learn that both sides disrespect each other completely, and it's hilarious. They talk such crap on each other all the time, and it's ridiculous. In theater, like they always talk about film actors, they don't have to get it right the first time. It's like there's no like grueling schedule. They gotta do everything.
Right. There's no seven shows in a matinee.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But with film and everything, I was wondering what could they possibly say about theater. And then I figured out what they could say about theater once they started talking about it.
Okay.
They would always say it's so overdramatic. They have to do the same thing every night. It's so monotonous. It's so boring. And both of them, I realized that being in both, they're both wrong.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yes,
It's a great observation that I've learned to embrace. There's great things about both of them, and it's all about personal preference, and it's all about what your personal objective is with performing, whether I feel like you can have several objectives, which is what I don't think a lot of people who are like in one line of acting understand, which is really exciting. I'm glad that I've done both, and I'm going to continue to do both. Yeah, it's really great.
Yeah, I think just listening to what you said, I think the thing for me too is like it's nice to have that live feedback.
Oh, it's great.
Versus sometimes when it's just a camera, but then in the camera you can perfect and you can
Well, that's what's great about theater as well, is that when you do something you don't like one night, just the next night you fix it.
Change it up.
It's
totally.
Great.
Totally.
So it's really cool. I always what I want to do for one show that I'm in eventually is on opening night, record the performance, and then on my closing night, also record the performance and just see how my performance morphed from the very beginning to the very end.
Oh, that's so
see
smart.
How different the character changed just based on how long I was in the show.
Yeah.
I'd love to do that.
That's
That'd be
awesome.
So cool.
And are you okay like watching yourself?
I hate it with a passion.
Okay.
The only time I ever do it is to critique myself and to know what not to do next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always like, oh, that's what my voice sounds like?
I hate my voice. Oh, God.
It's so interesting how you think it sounds
like nailed
one
on a chalkboard. Especially when I first started. Now I hear it a lot just because.
Of course you do,
it's like, one time I was on YouTube and a video of me came up on my recommended, and I was like, God, what have we come to? I was so depressed.
Google recommended myself.
I was like, I wanted to go down a YouTube rabbit hole for the next 4 hours without needing to.
It was just you.
It was me.
Just scrolling through you. Before we wrap up, I want to talk quickly about your music and like just give us like a little taste of your band and all the things.
Sure. Well, our band, I got a band, it's called Work in Progress. I didn't pick the name.
Okay.
I kind of live with the name. It's cool. I like it. I think it's cool.
Okay.
It's just annoying when people are like, it's a pun. It's a pun of a name, but it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It starts a conversation.
It does start a conversation.
Yeah.
It's good. It draws people's attention. But we started out as a cover band. It's me and my two siblings.
Right.
My sister's the co-lead singer, my brother's the drummer, and a couple of our friends who play guitar and bass and also sing as well. Everyone kind of sings in the band, which is cool.
Yeah, it's great.
Which gives the two lead singers less to do, but it's still fun. Because when we have our lead guitarist is like, "Can I sing on this one?" We're like, "Sure," and then we just leave. We just go off stage. We just wait for them to do it. It's so weird. Like no band ever does that. But
I like that. It's unconventional.
It is.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
But we usually do we started as a cover band. We did a lot of alternative rock, a lot of Chili Peppers, a lot of Pearl Jam.
Nice. Classics.
I keep wanting to do more Green Day because Green Day is like my number one band. I love Green Day.
Wake Me Up When September Ends was just on in the car.
Was it?
It was so good. It's one of my favorites.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
And they still hold up. Like all their early American Idiot and Dookie, like you hear it and it's like got like a cool. It's like I think it's like might be a personal thing, but like a personal nostalgia.
Yeah.
That brings me back to like when I was like little in the backseat of the car and like my dad was driving and like he had that playlist playing and I just remember hearing. Specifically, Wake Me Up When September Ends.
Yeah.
And I remember, it's actually really weird, but really got me into Green Day, was that song and a dream I had about running around in the rain with that song playing, and I love it forever now. Just because of that dream.
It's like a music video in your head every time you hear it. Yeah.
Every time I hear it, and it's that one dream that I had when I was like 5 years old that I still remember to this day.
That's
And
awesome.
I love it, and that's why they're my favorite.
Oh, that's so nice.
Mhm.
I mean, this will date me, but like Time of Your Life, their old album was the theme of our like high school graduation. That's how old I am.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I wish it were gonna be mine. It's
Right.
probably gonna be not that. I'm disappointed about that. What is gonna?
There'll be some great music,
I
I'm
graduate
sure.
next year, so I'm hoping that they pick good music.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
Yeah. I'm praying.
Dude, thank you so much. This
Thank
is
you.
amazing, and you're
I
amazing. And
appreciate
thank you
it.
for the work that you do, not only
Thank you.
like
Thank you for the work
artistically
that you
wise,
do.
but like the advocacy work you do. It's really important, man.
You as well. I appreciate the voice that you give to so many people. It's
Thanks,
great.
bud.
It's really
Appreciate it.
inspiring.
Awesome.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
man. Cool.
Appreciate it.
We're good to go.